Duh.
Hey, Macarena. Okay, hi everyone. We're doing another tier list. This is Order Master 101.
It's probably the first time we've ever done this tier
Shut
list.
the fuck up. That's the joke. I wasn't gonna bring up the fact that last time we
Here,
did
yeah.
last time we did this, it was not horribly scuffed. Just fans are loud.
We got any audio?
Hmm?
Did you hear my fan in the background?
I could not hear your fan in the background,
Okay.
which is weird.
Uh,
Alright, so as yes,
Honorary S tier for Nimona.
yep, Nimona is in the S tier, even though it's not on this tier list. You the real one.
The real run. Sorry, Disney killed you
Sorry,
after they
Disney.
killed Blue Sky totally.
Sorry,
Good thing.
Disney. Oh, sorry.
Odd, odd win from Netflix to save you.
Yeah, sorry for Disney killing you, only for Netflix to immediately bring you back. Because
It wasn't immediate. It was like a 5 year stretch of like, is this
no,
it anymore?
no. Blue Skies getting taken out the pasture was not 5 years. Hang on. When did Blue Skies shut down? Blue Skies shut down April 2021. So this was 2 years ago.
No.
When was Nimona announced? Let's see. So I'm just doing some fact checking. Uh, however, Anna Pruna Pictures revived the project the following year. Okay, so Blue Skies closed in 2021, and then literally the following year, it was like, hey, we're actually reviving it. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Because it was like 75% of the way down.
Yeah. Okay, so Ice Age, also S tier?
So the first Ice Age movie, I think, is my personal opinion, the best Ice Age movie. Some parts don't age that well. Some parts are pretty all right. None of the characters are annoying yet. I'll give it that credit.
Have you ever thought about the fact that the first Ice Age movie is just three men and a baby, but animated?
Pretty sure that was the entire premise. They pitched it like 3 minute baby, animated, and they're animals.
Was it called Three Men and a Baby? I forget.
You know, been 2 minute baby. I'll look it up. If yeah, sorry, yeah, it's being wonky. Can you start me?
Or what was I going to say? Three Men and a Baby if you're American, or if you're a weeaboo. Tokyo
Can you hear me?
got yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, Ted dances in this.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 3 minute baby.
yeah. Or if you're a weeaboo, Tokyo Godfathers.
Isn't it one of Tokyo Godfathers like they're women?
No, one of them's a drag queen. At least
Uh,
I think that's it. Don't yeah. Uh, Also, there are three homeless individuals instead of three blue collar. No, not I don't know what 3 Men and a Baby are about. I just know they all suck.
anyway, I say
Oh wait, no, hang on. You are half white, right? One of them is a girl, but it is a teenage runaway, Hana.
okay.
Uh, yeah. Oh wait, no, the crossdresser's Hana. The teenage runaway is Miyuki. And then we have the depressed alcoholic Jen. So yeah, 3 Men and I mean Ice Age S tier.
What we doing with our lives?
I don't know. Ice Age 2. How do we feel about Ice Age 2?
I like Queen Latifah. Um, the subplot is that Diego is afraid of water because he's a cat.
Uh huh.
They don't acknowledge anything that happened in the first movie.
Yeah. So I think I've talked about this a little bit. I would say Ice Age 2 is my favorite Ice Age out of
I
all of
don't
them.
care for the weasels.
You mean Drake and Josh?
The villains are kind of neat. Where there's the villains, so they're not technically villains, but there's like these uh, vultures. They're like Territorns that sing a song about glorious food and how all of
Oh
these
yeah.
are going to die.
I don't think there was okay, so this is just my opinion. I don't think necessarily there was like an overarching villain in Ice Age 2, unless you count like the Ice Age ending and everything flooding as a villain. Were there like the predatory fish? Yes. The
Well,
people
it's
that
like an ichthyosaurus and then a really weird mosasaur.
uh, also Sid almost got sacrificed by some sloths. Like, hey, if we sacrifice you, the gods won't be pissed anymore and not flood us.
Yeah. And there's the plot. It is an interesting plot where it's like they're the last two of their species. Blue Sky totally won't recycle this premise for any future movies. Uh,
Yeah, Rio,
even
what are you
though,
doing down there? I'm kidding.
scientifically talking, mammoths went extinct several thousand years after sloths or smilodons. Uh,
Hmm.
but
Well, they
not
never
for Ice Age 2.
they never said that the Ice Age movies were historically accurate or biologically accurate.
Yeah,
Uh,
because kind of the third one.
I
Yeah,
mean, I want to kind of put it in S tier, but if you want to put it
sure.
lower, I would be happy with an A tier.
Sure.
Okay. Uh, Ice Age 3. This is when people start getting
Sid
bitchy.
is horrible in this. Just a horrible person.
Just a horror. He kidnaps children, and he's just a
He
bitch.
um, molests a muskox.
Whoa there.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, I need milk to feed the baby. They're
Oh
about
yeah,
to
he
die.
did do that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's Buck Wild, who appears in this. Sprat gets a girlfriend.
Just a squirrel with
Manny
titties.
isn't a shitty father because you can't be a shitty father if you don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
Although, I guess, no, if we're talking about the first movie, he did have a kid in the first movie. Well, before the first movie started, but got killed. Anyway,
Yeah.
Diego keeps having heart attacks, if I remember correctly.
Diego's problem is that he's getting old. Like apparently it's not like he does suffer a heart attack towards the end, but like the big problem is that he's trying to chase after prey and it never turns out very well for him.
And the thing is like, is the solution to this isn't that he like finds a different or way to hunt or like a smarter way to hunt. It's just that he pushes through having a heart attack,
Yeah, he
which
pulls
that's
him
not how that works.
he pulls himself up by his bootstraps and just does it.
Anyway, Rudy's in this. Rudy's kind of cool looking. They're an albino baryonyx
Mhm.
based off of Jurassic Park's Spinosaurus. I don't really care for this movie. Let's see here.
See here? Okay. Ice Age Continental Drift. Akada akada akak. Hey, remember how the problem in Ice Age 3 was that Manny was afraid he would be a shitty father? Well, guess what he is in this movie?
85.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grandma shows up so they can sell her as a marketable plushie. Uh,
Ew.
oh,
Really?
the grandma shows up so they have a new creature they can add for toy lines.
Ah, okay, okay.
That's what I meant. What did you think? I meant,
No, hang on. I know what you're thinking what I meant. I meant ill in the fact that I looked at a picture of Sid's grandmother, and I would not want a plushie of this. Oh god, there's a plushie of it. This is a
um,
plushie with an 1,000-yard stare.
the villain's crew is interesting.
Hmm.
The villain being a gigantobit. I think that's neat. Uh, there's an elephant seal, and then a Procoptodon, and then a female Smilodon because Diego needs a girlfriend.
Hmm.
And there's a couple others.
The
Um,
mammoth showed up again. I think one of them is voiced by Nicki Minaj.
speaking of mammoths, there's a hedgehog. who wants to fuck Manny's daughter. He
What was?
doesn't show up in any future movies.
That's probably because Manny's daughter killed him.
I don't know. Anyway,
Dude, mammoth pussy is a dangerous thing, kids. Oh god, why did I say that? Okay, I don't remember the name of the last Ice Age movie, but I
this
know this
one
one.
is Collision Course.
Collision
In this
Course.
one, Grant finds an alien spaceship and flies into space and then causes an asteroid to crash into Earth,
Mm-hmm.
which will cause the extinction of like basically all life on Earth. And they learn with the help of Buck Wild, who returns this movie. Also, the hedgehog's dead. No, no. Also, the help of Buck Wild that the way to stop this from happening is like this is what killed most of the dinosaurs. Um, to stop this from happening is to use the Earth's magnetic poles, like reverse them, which will repel the asteroid. And to do so, they need other chunks of asteroid,
Mm-hmm.
and so they go on a whole quest to find that. The subplot with this is Diego and his girlfriend are terrifying children. I don't know why that's another subplot. Anyway, anyway, they find like these various asteroids, and one of them is in the center. There's, I think they maybe live in it. There's like this hippie commune of all of these animals,
Mm-hmm.
including a female sloth, which it develops relationship with because we have to pair every person up in this group apparently.
Yeah,
Because it is funny that Sprat got paired up before fucking Diego. Anyway,
I'm preemptively putting this in D tier, by the way.
yeah. Anyway, and then to finish this awful plot synopsis, um, they realize that they take the asteroid because the heavy commune doesn't want to give it up, and it
Mm-hmm. They don't
turns
want to give
all
it
the
up.
hippies
Yeah.
because apparently this also works like a fucking fountain of youth thing. But then at the end, when the asteroid's about ready to hit, because the hippies took it back, but they like end up the sloth ends up giving it up, and thus her youth,
Mm-hmm.
in order to save everyone on the planet, and reverse it. Then there's like a little fraction that comes down, and then she like swallows it and becomes young again, and then she can be Ed's girlfriend now. This is the last Ice Age movie that's on this tier list. There is a couple others, but we're not covering them because they're made by Disney puppeting Blue Sky's Corp, so not Blue Sky proper. Eh,
Hey Chris, you forgot the ending of Ice Age Continental Drift, where Scratch finds Scratchlantis, where I think that it's an underwater city of other crazy squirrels, but he fucks it up so badly down there, he ends up in Death Valley. And I don't mean like I don't mean like a location underwater called Death Valley. I mean the fucking desert location in Utah, Death Valley.
don't know how he does that,
I
but
don't know how he does that either. Anyway, Rio. I thought uh the birds in this series were extinct because of a news article that I saw online.
they're extinct. They're extinct in the wild, though. There's like 500 of them alive. Actually, no, I'm gonna get this right because I keep fucking up. How many blue sphinx macaws are left?
Ooh. I'm only finding 160 exist in captivity.
When was this article published?
Give me a second. Uh, oh wait.
2015.
Oof.
Actually, no, 2018.
I'm not.
Apparently, they're up to 280. looks like.
Good for them.
I don't know. As of 2022, there are approximately 177 in captivity. 83 of these are in international breeding programs.
Apparently, they're doing so good. The Association for the Conservation of Threatened Parents, have moved birds back from Germany to Brazil in 2020, as their plan to re-release Sphinx macaws back into the wild.
I think they're really in danger because they only nest on like one specific kind of tree that keeps getting logged.
Yeah, the butthole tree. I'm kidding. No. Okay, so how do we feel about the first Rio movie?
And I remember the villain's a cockatoo.
Yes, the worst kind of what's the weird parrot.
The bird nerds want to fuck each other.
That's pretty weird. Don't fuck birds. Don't fuck birds that are dead.
Parabia trees. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it was a bad movie. I think a B would be good.
Okay.
What do you think?
I said okay.
Okay.
Rio 2. All right. So I remember more about this in the fact there's way too many villains
Mm-hmm.
because the cockatoo's back for
Uh-huh.
some reason. And then there's a guy called Big Boss who wants to log the Amazon. They're in the Amazon now.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to log the Amazon. Then there's a group of red parrots who are having a race war with the blue parrots. And they have like a weird aerial soccer match against them.
That's
And the
fucking
red
weird.
parrots are kind of evil. Also, the blue dad is an asshole. Not like the one from the first movie, but like the father-in-law. Because it's one of these movies where it's
Mm-hmm.
the father-in-law hates the new guy for no reason. Anyway, there's a lot of birds now. Uh, culminates with like the Reds team up with the Blues to try and help out, and then the cockatoo uh, sacrifice like the cockatoo feeds Big Boss to an anaconda so that he can try and kill the main blue parrots before he gets taken out by his assistant, who I think is a poison dart frog, by accident. The movie's weird. I would say it's C tier.
Oh, you also forget that besides Nigel coming back as an antagonist, Nigel also has some henchmen in the form of an anteater named Charlie and a poison dart frog named Gabby.
So that's who poisoned him. It was the other
Yeah.
person.
Captured by loggers.
His anteaters are fucking deadly. So like I guess, and so is poison dart frog. So props to him for getting two of the most dangerous animals in the Amazon.
Oh yeah, hey, so reading more about Rio too. Yes, there is a race war between the blue sphinx macaws and the scarlet macaws. And can you guess who instigates the race war? Because they were kind of on like sketchy terms, but somebody did something. Can you guess who?
The
Okay.
father-in-law.
Yes, the father caused an issue by accidentally swatting. I don't know who Philippe is. I am assuming it is uh,
The
the
son.
leader of the Scarlet Macaws.
Why does he accidentally swat him?
Because he's trying to get a Brazilian nut for Jewel, his bird wife, but in the process ends up in Scarlet Macaw territory. And then he like smacks him away from the nut, and then they play football.
So wait, the was that the main character or the father?
The main character.
The main character starts the race war.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
at least that's how I'm rating it.
Okay.
You are correct though. Big Boss does get fed to an anaconda.
Okay.
It's also revealed that Gabby is not a poison dart frog, but a species of tree frog.
Oh,
Also, Gabby's in love with Nigel for some reason. Frog with a parrot. Anyway, uh, The
Peanuts.
Peanuts movie.
I think it's cute. I think it's charming. S tier. Why not?
Yeah, I think like we haven't had a lot of Peanuts media in the last couple of years, and I thought this was a pretty good movie. For
Birdman. John
uh,
Cena's Bolt.
yeah, a really sexy. I'm kidding now. Oh,
Honestly, it's got some heart, but it's mostly because the original story had a lot of heart.
did
Um,
this originate from something else?
it was a children's book.
Oh,
It was a children's book called Ferdinand's Bull, and it's about a bull that doesn't want to fight people. Instead, wants to smell flowers and hang out and just chill.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Disney made a short about it um, a long time ago. Anyway, this it's a decent film. There's a lot of like fairly contrived things. There's horses that are assholes. Matador's an asshole, and no one talks. If people talk to each other for more than 5 seconds, like the plot won't happen. Anyway,
Wait, are
uh,
you telling me in a film where the main character is a bull, the matador is the asshole, the villain,
yeah,
you might say?
yes.
Wild. So where would you want to put this guy? I didn't really watch
I was
it.
talking with my mother a while ago. Like we were talking about ancient Greece and just ideas for like Halloween decorations. She's like, we could do like a labyrinth and have the matador chase people.
Oh my god.
The matador?
That's adorable.
You mean the miniature?
I love that's really funny. I love that.
Anyway, I'd say A tier.
A tier. Just a random thing I'm gonna say, but you know what I would kill for a movie of, even if I have to go through a fucking monkey's paw situation? You know Tommy DePaulo, right?
No.
Tommy DePaulo did a bunch of children's books as well. I would kill for a Strega Nona uh movie. Uh, Strega Nona is a witch from southern Italy, and what's the word? Her apprentice, when she's out, fucks everything up by forgetting the magic words to a never-ending pot of pasta, and floods the town with pasta. And then it ends with him having to eat all the pasta.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tommy DePaulo, I think, was also gay. I don't 100% remember, though. Anyway, moving on. Spies in Disguise. How did you feel about Spies in Disguise?
I think this was actually a pretty good film. Uh, S tier, why not?
Oh, dear, woo. Yeah, because aren't the visual effects amazing?
Visual effects are amazing. It's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Uh, it runs into the problem that once again we have a main character of color turning into an animal, which keeps happening.
Animal slash non-human adjacent thing. You know, your princesses and the frogs. Your
Brother
soul.
Bear.
Yeah, Soul was especially bad because like when he had screen time, it wasn't even like the guy. It was what's the word? Soul. Who voiced who in Soul? Oh yeah, it was Tina Fey who was in Paul's body when he was when like he came back to life for that period
Uh,
before he went back into his body. So yeah, that's weird.
yeah, and then you have Brother Bear. What also happens with this?
And then he
And
stays a bear. Like
yeah,
what?
that was weird. Then the sequel,
Where
the
his
girl turns into a bear as well.
okay, how about instead of being a bear full time, maybe have the ability to like werebear, like be a werebear.
Where bear robots S tier. Uh,
Yes, robots S tier, best movie ever. Anti-capitalism.
Capitalism, the rich will fucking kill the poor given any chance,
Mhm.
and we must rise up against them.
I saw a crazy ass So Robots also had a tie-in movie game where uh one of the robots in the game was like, always make sure that your parts are well tightened. I lost my prostate last week, and it's like, sir, what the fuck did you just say? Okay,
Oh
uh,
yeah,
Horden
big
here says,
whale, fucking big whale. Anyway,
I would
uh,
fuck the
I'm
hell
gonna
out of
talk
Big
more
Will.
about robots.
Yeah, let's talk more about robots real fast.
Okay. In general, I like the main premise of the main character being a mechanic who's basically a doctor in this world and fixing all the poor people who have all this stuff wrong to them because the mainstream healthcare and living of the world has abandoned them to
Mm-hmm.
die, which
Uh,
totally doesn't resonate with my family when we don't have health insurance currently. Because we live in the most expensive country on earth to get healthcare at all. Anyway,
my favorite thing about robots was all like the little funny jokes. Like the husband, like the wife to the husband, oh, you just missed the delivery. Aw, well, don't worry, honey. The best part about babies is making them. And then they pull out the fucking like how it like the baby what's the word um like building set.
or there was also some crude humor with like Aunt Fanny, but there's also like Big Well just being like, "Hey, who's the girl with the nice geese?" Like, and the guy's talking to him about like, "Oh, you're joining our side." He's like, "But why?" He's like, "Well, I'm a big man. And I like big women." Like, no, I mean, why are you joining our side? Oh, because the other guy is evil and needs to go down.
Aunt Fanny was thick with quadruple C's. Thank you very much.
And then the yellow girl was pretty nice. I don't remember her name.
Hang
Robin
on.
Williams' robot had some gags, which was pretty neat.
Robin Williams' robot was
Happy
Fender Pinwheeler.
Birthday.
Uh, so now I'm curious about the lady robot's name. Hang on. Uh,
There was like a big blue robot that like wrestled.
yes. Oh. Oh wait. Oh wait. Big Weld was voiced by Mel Brooks.
Yeah, that was like
Interesting.
one of his last roles.
Oh, Amanda Bynes. Okay, it was Piper Penwheeler. Uh, they were voice acted by Amanda Bynes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, Amanda Bynes did some good. What's the words? She had some great roles in some things. Uh, shut up. Uh,
Anyway, Epic.
yeah,
Uh,
epic. We don't know a lot of. Well,
Epic is an acid trip of a movie a little bit.
I feel like when Epic was
Guy
announced and
who's
released.
obsessed with fairies, and no one believes him despite him having photographic evidence or shit, killing his own daughter. Then, because there's a villain, and then there's a lady who's like queen, and she gets killed, and there's like this like seed that has to bloom in moonlight in order to save the forest for the light side. And then there's also this evil villain and his henchman, which he is lashing out against the main crew because they killed his son. So that's kind of justified. But if
Uh,
it's like Flumes of Darkness, it joins their side. And like
mhm.
there's annoying snails and slugs that for some reason they entrust with the most valuable thing, which is the seed. And then the girl, for no real reason, gets shrank down. And there's a guy who's like, oh, he's a soldier, but he doesn't want to be a soldier, but he ends up being a soldier because reasons. And then there's it's a will they won't they between the human girl and him. And then there's power going back and forth between the light and the dark side. And then
Mhm.
there's a glowworm called Noom Shalom or whatever the fuck his name was.
What was I going to say? This was kind of at a weird period of time where a lot of animated movies or like kids movies in general, was like the unseen world, like unseen world media, if that makes sense. Uh,
Yeah,
like you had Epic. I think the Spiderwick Chronicles movie adaptation came out around the same time as this.
then you had George Lucas make one that was about fairies, which
What
was
was
actually all right. Um,
Hang on, George
it's called.
Lucas fairy movie. Oh, what the Strange Magic? Oh God, this looks awful.
It looks awful, but it's actually kind of neat because, like, the premise of that one is, oh, it turns out that the villain isn't actually evil, and that he's just like the way I would describe him. He's sort of like if Scar didn't betray the hyenas, and like actually they had a really good point.
Hmm.
And it's like, hey, we're literally starving to death here. And so the main girl ends up joining his side because it's like, hey, maybe they should get some of the stuff as well instead of
Hmm.
us hoarding it all. So it's a
Uh,
little bit more interesting.
yeah.
But
Arthur and the Invisibles is another one that comes to mind. It was a lot of like mixed media stuff, like live
this
action
was
mixed
when
with.
like Tinkerbell the franchise was in full swing.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Hey, now I'm curious. Tinkerbell first movie. Okay, Tinkerbell the first Tinkerbell movie was 2008. Arthur and the Invisibles was 2006.
Okay,
The Spiderwick Chronicles film. What? Oh wait. No, Spiderwick Chronicles in general started in 2008, but let me check. Movie. Oh no, that was 2008 as well. Seth Rogen was Hogsqueal in Spider-Man Chronicles. That's interesting to learn.
I've never seen Spire Chronicles.
Uh,
Okay, so Epic was a little late to the party in 2013.
yeah, I remember that Epic also kind of had like one of them like magnum opus like trailers. You know what I mean? Like when like Wally had one of them where it's like the people in charge of Pixar like start talking about Wally like, well, when you're making like movies with Pixar, you gotta like start with ideas, and then when you realize that you can't do the idea now, you gotta save it for down the line, and then it just shows Wally as the robot standing underneath an open sky, and then it's just like Wally, and then we hear nothing about Wally for a couple of years until the next big trailer comes out. That's how it was for Epic, kind of a little bit. But where are we putting Epic?
Uh, so I honestly don't really. I think maybe C tier.
C tier's fine. Exactly where it
Yeah.
is.
This is
Okay.
like basically I would describe Epic as like it's worse Ferngully because it doesn't have Robin Williams or Tim Curry.
Ferngully is worse. Ferngully. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ferngully was a pretty good movie. Actually, no. Ferngully 2 was worse Ferngully because you took everything that was good about Ferngully and then you got rid of it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because don't like the doesn't like the main male character like go off to find his friends but then fucks off someplace
I
and he's just a
think so.
horrible asshole.
Yeah, Ferngully. I don't. It's been years since I watched Ferngully.
That's fair.
Anyway, Horton Hears a Who. This is probably the best animated Dr. Seuss adaptation
Mm-hmm.
since like the originals were done in like I want to say the 70s.
Yeah, this one
Um,
I don't. When this one came out, I don't remember it being very cash grabby, unlike certain other Doctor Who remakes.
basically every single Illumination Dr. Seuss. We said Doctor Who. Every single Illumination Dr. Seuss movie is worse than this one.
Was the Lorax Illumination?
Yes.
Oh, it was. Ew.
Yeah, I don't know why like they didn't let uh, Blue Sky keep making them.
I don't know either.
Maybe Illumination just offered to pay more. I don't know.
Maybe.
So Horton Hears Who, I think it's got some genuine moments of really cool animation. Like there's the
Mm-hmm.
scene where he becomes an anime character. Uh, there's the scene where he becomes a train and like goes up a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Seth Rogen's in this movie because of course he is. Um,
Who is
then
he in the movie?
you have the whole the two dynamic. I think he's the mouse. Then you have Horton and the mouse who can hear the Who's. Then you have the Who's themselves. And man, does it hit home when like every single Who politician, despite the father,
Being the
uh,
mayor.
who's the mayor, is basically like, yeah, this there's like we don't believe anything you have to say. We don't believe anything's going wrong, even though like their world is literally collapsing around them. That sure doesn't hit home at all when being a scientist dealing with climate change and one of the largest mass extinctions there's history or anything. Uh,
Fun fact: Jim Carrey, I think, is the only person to star in two Dr. Seuss films: "How the Grinch Stole Christmas" and "Horton Hears a Who" as Horton. Oh, the name of so we talked about this last time we did this video. Oops, I broke the magic. Yes, this isn't the first time we've recorded this. But the kangaroo that's kind of a bitch. Her name is Sour Kangaroo.
I don't know why she's such a bitch.
Yeah. Uh, just what's the Sour Kangaroo, an egomaniacal kangaroo who mistrusts Horton's inquisitive nature as a threat to her legal authority over Newell. So, yeah, it's just that, like, Horton, oh, shit. Horton the elephant, a big-hearted, eccentric, goofy, naive, and outgoing elephant, and the teacher in the jungle of Newell, who possesses acute hearing abilities and lacks tusks. So, Sour Kangaroo is pissed at Horton because Horton's like a teacher that's like, question everything, question authority.
Oh, yeah, I'd say
Scandalous.
Horton is like A.
Horton's A? Okay, I'll move him up. Seth Rogen was Morton, a blue mouse and Horton's best friend in Jungle of Newell, who at first does not believe his story but still helps him. This kind of reeks of like this feels like a Seth Rogen excursion without it being a Seth Rogen excursion. You know what I mean? Uh,
Feels like Seth Rogen would have like in a slightly different timeline. Seth Rogen would have been Horton.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, Will Arnett, Carol Burnett, I don't know who she is, Steve Carell, yeah, Jonah Hill. These are a lot of Seth Rogen's friends and stuff, right?
yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, this is our Blue Sky tier list.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear this a little better. Ice Age, Peanuts, Nimona, Spies in Disguise, and Robots in S tier. Ice Age 2, Fernanda,
Ferdinand.
that's what I said, Fernanda. Here's a Who in A, Rio in B, Ice Age, Mass Extinction, Rio 2 and Epic in C, and then 5 and 6 in D tier. I'm not even going to say them by their names because they don't deserve names because they were just that bad.
Yep.
But
Well,
yes,
bye, guys. Guys on Binary Pals. Join us next time for we rank every one of Adam Sandler's films.
I
Bye.
will kill you if we do that.